Einen wunderschönen guten Abend. Wir freuen uns sehr, dass Sie mit dabei sind. Ein herzliches Hallo aus dem City-Kino zu Ihnen nach Hause. Hallo beim DOK.fest at Home. Mein Name ist Christina Wolf und ich bin Teil des DOK.fest-Teams.
Schönen guten Abend auch von meiner Seite. Ich bin Adele Kohut und die stellvertretende Festivalleiterin. Herzlich willkommen.
Wir sind extra ins Kino gegangen, weil wir heute Abend etwas ganz Besonderes feiern wollen. Es ist einer der Höhepunkte vom 35. Internationalen Dokumentarfilmfestival München. Wir wollen nämlich den Victor vergeben. Das ist der Preis in unseren 3 Hauptwettbewerben DOK Deutsch, DOK Horizonte und DOK International. Und zu diesem feierlichen Anlass sind wir an den Ort gekommen, der uns natürlich gerade auch besonders fehlt, nämlich das Kino. Wir sind beim DOK.fest at Home jetzt schon bei fast 2/3 des Festivals angekommen. Wie läuft's bisher?
Also ich kann sagen, dass wir jetzt aus diesem Sehnsuchtsort in das Digitale gewechselt sind und das läuft tatsächlich sehr, sehr gut. Es hat all unsere Erwartungen wirklich bei Weitem übertroffen. Wir sind sehr, sehr glücklich, haben neben dem Traditions-Münchner Publikum auch deutschlandweit Zuschauerinnen dazu gewonnen, was wunderbar ist. Und wenn das Ganze so weiterläuft wie bisher, kann ich jetzt schon sagen, dass wir die Zahlen aus dem letzten Jahr bei weitem übertreffen werden.
Bei uns im DOK.fest-Büro, da gibt es einen Ordner, da ist ein Zettel drin, da haben alle Mitarbeiter des DOK.fest-Teams mal getippt, was sie glauben, wie viele unserer BesucherInnen machen mit bei DOK.fest at Home. Und der Chef Daniel Sponsel hat am optimistischsten getippt und es guckt auch so aus, als würde er jetzt tatsächlich recht haben, was ja schön ist. Was sind deine schönsten Erinnerungen, die schönsten Momente bei DOK.fest at Home bisher?
Also wir werden auch einen Sieger schon haben, das wird der Daniel eben sein, das wissen wir jetzt schon. Aber daneben haben wir noch ganz viele andere schöne Momente gehabt und beispielsweise ist es, dass wir Stargäste zu Besuch hatten bei uns im Studio und bei Ihnen zu Hause, wie beispielsweise Hilary Hahn, die wir hätten aufgrund ihres vollen Kalenders so nie nach München holen können. Oder auch Eva Fahidi, die mit ihrem Eröffnungsfilm bei uns war, eine über 90-jährige Lady, die jetzt natürlich per Zoom zugeschaltet für Fragen und Antworten zur Verfügung stand, was wunderbar ist. Wir hatten aber auch schöne Momente im Team, die wir teilen konnten. Natürlich mit entsprechenden Vorsichtsmaßnahmen haben wir uns in Schale geworfen, die Leinwand runtergekurbelt und uns die Eröffnung angeschaut und angestoßen gemeinsam zum Kickoff. Wir haben aber auch beispielsweise das Heute-Journal uns gemeinsam angesehen und den Film Tonsüchtig dort gesehen, wie er danach bei uns in den Verkaufszahlen durch die Decke geschossen ist und eine sofortige Resonanz bekommen, was natürlich auch jetzt in der Digitalversion so ansonsten uns weniger erreicht. Und mein ganz persönliches Highlight ist tatsächlich auch, dass wir während des Festivals normalerweise an verschiedenen Orten unterwegs sind in der ganzen Stadt und ich viele der Formate, die wir beim Festival haben, so gar nicht live mitbekommen kann. Das heißt, wir verpassen auch ganz, ganz viel. Und das war jetzt nicht gegeben, weil ich konnte aus meinem Bürositz sozusagen nach nebenan in unser Studio gehen und dort live mitbekommen, was für tolle Formate wir eigentlich so haben, von denen ich weiß, aber jetzt endlich auch mal als Gast dabei sein konnte quasi. Das war ein enormer Mehrwert für mich in diesem Jahr.
Und wenn du schon verpassen sagst, Sie müssen überhaupt gar nichts verpassen. Wir haben hier einen Clip vorbereitet mit den schönsten Festival-Impressionen von DOK.fest at Home.
Very, very warm welcome to the 35th International DOK.fest Munich. This year as our online edition DOK.fest Munich 2020 at Home.
Eine ganz besonders schöne Sache beim DOK.fest at Home ist, dass diese ganzen Filmgespräche, die wir mit den RegisseurInnen geführt haben, dass die nicht einfach weg sind. Die stehen bei uns auf der DOK.fest-Seite oder auch auf unserem YouTube-Kanal, da können Sie die angucken.
Genau, und jetzt würden wir eigentlich hier auf die schöne Kinobühne gehen. Und die Kinobühne in diesem Jahr ist allerdings unser Studio. Das heißt, wir gehen jetzt rüber zu uns ins Studio.
Bitte nach dir.
Danke.
Und da sind wir auch schon angekommen bei uns im schönen DOK.fest Studio und starten jetzt mit dem Viktor in unserer Wettbewerbsreihe DOK Deutsch. 5.000 € ist der Viktor DOK Deutsch wert und der geht an einen Film, der sich mit Themen, mit Menschen aus dem deutschsprachigen Raum beschäftigt.
Genau. Now we will switch into English because we will invite now one of the jury representatives, Helle Hansen, to join us in this session. Helle, welcome. Welcome to Munich. Welcome to our studio. Hi.
Thank you.
So it's not only you, there was also Mats Mikkelsen and Kati Jorus in the jury.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And now here we would like to see the nominees now. So Helle, now it was a completely Nordic jury. How was it for you? What was the experience in this virtual jury sessions?
Well, all three of us in the jury normally watch very many films, and it was a privilege to watch what was curated for the DOK Deutsch category. We had very good discussions, and we all agreed on that we miss being in Munich together in the cinema and together with you, especially now and here where we have a winner. So we hope we can be back next year.
Yeah. I hope so too. I hope so too.
Yeah, we would love to have you here with us, but until maybe next year, of course, we have to celebrate the DOK.fest at home. And here are the 3 shortlisted films from DOK Deutsch.
Die sind uns wirklich ausgeliefert.
Ja, das ist aber so ein bisschen mein Schicksal, dass ich überall nur Männer, wenn ich Männer geliebt habe, die auf Frauen stehen. Und mit Homosexuellen kann ich nicht. Komisch. Aber vielleicht ist das ganz gut so. Für unsere Beziehung sowieso.
Für die vielen Todesopfer und unzähligen Verletzten seiner Terroraktionen sollte er später mehrfach zu lebenslanger Haft verurteilt werden. Ich fragte mich immer wieder, warum mich der Zufall ausgerechnet in die gefährliche Nähe eines Schakals gebracht hatte. Was machte das für einen Sinn?
这派把那个哪儿科大的不是语言学院的校长给拉出来，活活给打死踩死了，给他们哪儿都踩出来了，可坏了他们那派人，是把那个有好多的那个领导给打死，院长什么啥的，都是反革命，往死了打都，太坏了那个是的。
闹派系。 有的实事求是，不太真实。
And now the winner.
Yes, this is your beautiful job. You have the envelope.
I have the envelope. And the winner is Wena, ein Heimatfilm von Weiner Sau und Judith Benedikt.
So the DOK Deutsch Victor goes to Wena Zhao and her film team. And of course, in these times, you have to tell a director in advance that they win a prize. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in the Zoom meeting. And this is how Raina and her team reacted to the win.
Ich habe eine gute Nachricht für euch beide, für Weina und für Judith. Ihr habt nämlich in diesem Jahr unseren Victor DOK Deutsch gewonnen.
Nein! Wow! Wow! Wahnsinn!
Danke!
Wow!
Also herzlichen Glückwunsch von uns.
So welcome you two in our studio. Hi!
Magic. Hi, Wayna. Hi, Judith.
Hi. Hello.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So much.
Yeah, thank you so much. We're really very happy.
It's really amazing.
I'm pretty sure that you would love to know why the jury decided that your film is the best DOK Deutsch film of this year. So Helle, please tell us the jury statement.
Thanks a lot, and congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Weihnacht Zhao grew up in Vienna, and in her promising first film, she initially sets out on a journey of self-discovery among her family members in China to understand her own life between two cultures. But what begins on a domestic level of family history soon takes on a wider perspective as her parents and grandparents share untold stories of the past during and after the Cultural Revolution. Moving, heartbreaking, terrifying, but ultimately life-affirming. Vienna, ein Heimatfilm, is a deeply personal debut of promise by a filmmaker about to explore not only her own story, but also her personal way of telling it. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wayna, please tell us, since this is such a personal film and you've spent so many years working on it, how does it feel that you win the best DOK Deutsch film?
Well, it feels quite surreal. It's we still can't believe it, I think. Because also this is the first time that we got to show our film. We've been applying to a lot of festivals, but nobody took it before you did. So it means so much to us, and it's just quite unbelievable. And also especially during this time of Corona racism, especially towards Asian people, it means so much more to me, especially to get this prize at that time, because it feels very important and affirmative, like a real sign that people of Asian descent also belong to German society or society of German-speaking countries. So yeah, that means a lot.
Judith, can you tell us a little bit about your work in that film, since it is such a personal story and Wayna's whole family in China is involved? When you were on set, how did the family dynamic change?
Well, I was there in the very beginning. We were working on that together and very close. And I think what was my advantage was that I always could take an outside view of the family, and so I could always do a more specific analyzation of the situation and talk about it with Wayna, and as we've been working on it for 6 years, so it was really a long process, also for us personally, especially for Wayna even more, and also in the family dynamics. Yeah, so that was maybe my part, to have the outside view and to give a feedback on that, and also the Western view also. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And since your whole family is so involved in the film, and there are so many people in your family, Wayna, who have a very strong love for films and for pictures, have you had the opportunity to tell them that your film won?
Yeah, I told my mom and my dad. Yeah, they were very excited as well, especially my mom. She's been our biggest fan and also co-director in some way and co-producer, and and it was also very nice when we showed my mom the film for the first time. We were very a bit afraid, quite nervous, because I wasn't sure how she was to react when she would see the scenes where she was getting emotional, and afterwards she was just so excited, and she did this complete film analysis of why she liked our film. It was just very
nice. Yeah, so next time we will invite your mother too.
Yeah.
Hopefully the next Q&A.
Yeah.
So thank you very, very much. And of course, congratulations, the warmest congratulations to Wena Zhao and to Judith Benedikt for your beautiful film. Thank you very much to Helle Hansen. And I hope you show us something on your hula hoop now, Helle.
Yeah. And this little Victor will go to you, Wena and Judith. We will send it out.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Also to the jury. Thank you so much again.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the hula hoop, Helle.
There's not space enough. There's not space enough. I do this. We need more space.
That's excellent. We're still very, very impressed. So at least this is the healthiest documentary film festival we've ever celebrated. Not that much drinking and not that much partying, but we have the wonderful films. So thank you all for your beautiful jobs and take care.
And hope to see you in Munich anytime soon.
We will. And greetings from my fellow jury members.
Thanks so much to them as well.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
有的实事求是，不太真实。
造谣啊，没有那回事也造谣啊。写大字报，那大字报到处都是给你写大字报。
那奶那派没那么狂。
反正
一样
也狂，我没出去过，我
没参加是，在院里头，在家里头。
Und wir kommen zu unserem zweiten Viktor, den wir vergeben wollen. Liebe Adele, wir haben ihn natürlich mit dabei und es geht um unsere schöne Reihe DOK Horizonte. DOK Horizonte, those are films that talk about political change, films that are shot in countries that tell stories that we probably haven't heard before, the stories behind the headlines, films that broaden our horizons. And we would love to welcome our prize donor from the Petra Kelly Foundation. A warm welcome to Renate Grasse. Hallo, Frau Grasse.
Thank you very much.
Hallo, Frau Grasse. Herzlich willkommen.
We want to say a big thank you for even making this prize more wonderful this year, because now for the first time it's 5,000 euros that we can give to a filmmaker. What made you give even more money? Why is that so important to you?
We are really very happy to award the Victor DOK Horizonte. As you said, the films tell stories undergoing transition. And if you look what the Petra Kelly Stiftung, Petra Kelly Foundation is doing, it fits quite wonderfully together. The Petra Kelly Foundation is some sort of an agency for green ideas and projects, especially also a reform policy workshops for the future and a network. So we offer more or less traditional lectures, seminars and webinars, podcasts and so on. And especially the policy workshop is not one project, it is an ongoing process in which many NGOs and interested people are participating, learning and reflecting and discussing about efforts on sustainability, social justice, needs, the successes and also the failure. And I think so it's quite evident why we are very happy to support that award. They are eye sharpeners for all our issues. And eye sharpening is very important for all the processes ongoing and thinking about how can transition processes can take place.
Yeah, so thank you very much.
Yeah, so I'd like to welcome now our jury representative, Petra Seliska.
Hello.
Hi, Petra.
Hi, Petra.
Hi.
Welcome.
Nice
so I heard that you had a really good time while judging on these great films.
I heard there was a lot of wine and rakia involved. So Balkan beats all over the place. So
Yeah.
how was it?
Yes, exactly. I mean, I was lucky to have such a lovely company, and again, I have to really say that the program was fantastic. So there wasn't like the usual jury situation. Oh, we have 3 that we like the most. We really, really like the whole programming. I mean, there are also different filmmakings, the styles, but also the stories, I mean, were really, really important and very, very, I mean, breathtaking. So I say congratulations for the selection.
So we will have a short overview. Those were all the nominees for the DOK Horizonte.
Yes, yes, amazing program from all over the world. But you know, our job was to pick one. So no special mentions, no this, no that, and so we talked a lot. The 3 of us, but we actually discussed every single film in great detail, and we came to one, which I think we are all waiting to hear which one.
Yeah, but let's make it a bit more suspenseful, Petra, because you have a short list. Don't shorten your work. I mean, you haven't only found 1 great film, you found 3 great films. So we will have a short overview. This is the short list for the Victor DOK Horizonte 2020.
შერკინიგზის გვირაბში მუშაობაზე დღეს უარი 100-მდე დასაქმებულმა თქვა, მისაზრად არაადამიანური პირობები და შრომითი უფლებების დარღვევა დაასახელეს. სამუშაოებს ხარაგაულის რაიონში ჩინური კომპანია ხელმძღვანელობს, რომელმაც დღეს თანამშრომელთა ბრალდებებს არ უპასუხა.
დასაქმებულები გაუმართლ ტექნიკაზე, სიცოცხლისათვის საშიშ პირობებზე და დაზღვევის არარსებობაზე საუბრობენ. ასევე მათი
არაფერი წამოხსი ზედმეტ კაკა იქ კარგი დურო კარგი დაწნობა და ეგრე საქმე არ გვაქვს ჩემი შელაპარაკები ჩემი გაგაგებინა ჩემი
tô sonhando ali de madeira, mãe.
Untuk apa saja ada waktu tepat. Jam 7, Yanca harus mandi. Jam 8, diberi makan. Jam 9, dia main di box. Jam 10, jalan-jalan. Jam 12, dia harus tidur. Habis tidur, sebentar di pangku nyonya.
And it wasn't only you, Petra, as you said before, it was the 3 of you. So there was also Errol, and there was also Marc-André Schmachtel. So we will have them also here, the jury board.
Who wins this beautiful Victor? Who made the best film in DOK Horizonte 2020? Of course, the honor goes to the prize donor. So, Renate Grasse, I hope you can tell us who wins the Victor.
Yes, I have here a wonderful green envelope, and I will open it. And here I have it. Sandra Behrens. I hope you can read it with the film They Call Me Babu.
Congratulations to Sandra and to the whole team. But should I read the statement now?
No, not yet, Petra, not yet. Because, of course, we told Sandra that she wins because in these times you have to prepare, you have to tell somebody to come to a Zoom meeting, so it cannot be a big surprise anymore. And we called Sandra, and we have a little clip that shows how she reacted.
Maybe you know now what's coming up?
No.
I can tell you, but you won a prize in one of our main competitions, the DOK Horizonte competition for this year. So congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Really?
Yes.
Well,
congratulations.
Thank you very, very much. I'm so honored and I'm so happy. Thank you. This is wonderful. I spoke to some colleagues of you, and they're all so nice. The technician and the woman of the Q&A, and so well, I'm very happy, but I'm not happy that I cannot be physical with you.
And now that we saw the clip, Sandra, you're welcome to join us. Sandra Behrens, welcome. Hi.
Hi.
Congratulations from our side.
Thank you very much. Great.
And now I think, Petra, now is the time, since Sandra has arrived.
Okay.
As a jury statement, what made you go for that film?
Yeah, as I said, you totally blew our mind with the film. An emotional journey back in time uncovers unseen footage of colonial Indonesia and a boat travel to Holland. We meet a nanny, Babu, whose love for the Dutch family and its children enchanted all three members of the jury. A film that connects a personal story with dramatic events where history becomes alive and talks to us on a profoundly human level. Director's sensibility in storytelling is stunning. The award of DOK Horizonte goes to They Call Me Babu by Sandra Behrens. Congratulations, dear. You deserve it.
What a wonderful word. Thank you very much. Thank you both, Renate and Petra, and the DOK Horizons, DOK.fest staff. I'm so happy. I'm very, very happy. I just prepared some lines because I don't want to forget people. But thank you, jury and the staff and the prize, the Petra Kelly organization. I'm so happy with this recognition for the stories of these almost forgotten women. I tried to take them out of the shadow, give them a voice. And I'm very grateful to all the wonderful people who helped me in my search for images, stories, and finding the right way to tell the story of a Babu. So a big thank to the editor, the composer, the sound designers, the actress, the translator, the graders, the producers, the broadcaster, the archives, the funds, and my family, especially my mom, with which it all starts, and all the other people who have contributed to They Call Me Babu. Terima kasih.
Congratulations, dear Sandra.
Thank you.
I
want to hug you. It's so, I don't want this digital thing. I want to hug you and dance and...
We can come closer. Okay.
Okay, let's do a Zoom hug. Come on, Renate, do it.
Yeah. I think that was
That's perfect. Never done a Zoom hug before.
No, I haven't. I know other things people do on Zoom, but no hug.
Oh, I don't want to think, I don't want to know that.
No.
We stay with the hugging. That's okay.
So Sandra, of course, there's a Q&A that we've already done with you to talk about your beautiful film. I have only probably one question that wasn't asked, because Adele told me when she informed your producer, was it?
Yeah.
When Adele called him up, I think, he even said that he has a personal connection. He has a story with the Babu. So it seems like it's a very personal thing for your whole team, the story of Babus.
Yeah, well, I think not everybody has a babu, but it's really also about motherhood and about the importance of women taking care of children. And sometimes it's the mother, but sometimes it can also be somebody else. And in Dutch Indonesia, for a lot of children that I spoke who were raised in that time, the nanny, their babu, was like a kind of second, sometimes even a first mother. And I think everybody in the team recognized it, but they also recognize this feeling of being in between worlds. Like, she's from Indonesian backgrounds. My mom is from Indonesian background. I'm from Dutch background. The composer is from Romania. And so a lot of people, they recognize this trying to find your own way, your own identity, your own way of thinking, how to move and how to think, when you have like different cultural backgrounds. And for me, it's very interesting. And so the sound designer, he was from England. And so everybody has his own story. And almost everyone has somebody who was raised in Dutch Indonesia. So, everybody had all these kind of stories, and sometimes they put it in a story, but sometimes that's why I'm so grateful, because, I'm not a sound designer. They learned me to listen. And the composer, I just talked about the feeling that I want to bring. And I said, I'm happy when people kind of feel how she must have felt, and without judgment. And so we talked, but I never said, you need to do like this or that, but I need this feeling how, she's, of course, she's happy that she has work, but after her Dutch family is in the Japanese camp, she's coming to a Chinese family, and they're nice and they're good for her, but she's very attached to this young Dutch kid that she raised, and it felt like he's her child. And I think everyone has something in the story that they can connect to, and they really use their talent and their expertise and their human side to contribute to this movie. So that was great. Yeah, and I feel very privileged.
So we would love to say thank you very, very much. Vielen herzlichen Dank an die Petra Kelly Stiftung. Thank you very much, Renate Grasse. Thank you very much, Petra Selischka, for your wonderful jury duty, and say hi to your jury friends.
I will. Thank you.
And drinking buddies.
And drinking buddies, of course. And thank you, Sandra Behrens, for joining in today.
And congratulations.
And congratulations.
And thank you for your wonderful festival. And to Renate, I have some plans already. So this is the first financial step that I can use for my next movie, because on this film, I think I worked for like 5 years. So it's great to have this first step. Thank you very much. And I'm so happy that you recognize the things that I wanted to tell, and also the selection of the DOK.fest. Say hi to your, the big man, I forgot his name, Daniel. Thank you very much. And I will come next year. Okay, bye. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Aku dipanggil Babu. Aku tidak kenal kata itu. Itu kata Belanda. Sepertinya mereka sekaligus mau bilang dua kata. Ba dari kata mba, dan bu dari kata ibu. Babu. Babu. Aku belum biasa dengan kata itu.
Wir kommen jetzt zu dem dritten Victor heute Abend. Die Statue steht immer noch hier bei uns unberührt und möchte übergeben werden. Und wir kommen jetzt zum Hauptpreis, zur Main Competition, zum Herzstück unseres Wettbewerbs. This is the Victor for the DOK International for the Best International Documentary of our competition. The winner film receives the Victor, of course, our beautiful statue, and 10,000 euros donated by BR, Bayerischer Rundfunk, the Bavarian broadcast. And we want to say thank you, and we want to say hello and a very warm welcome to Dr. Reinhard Skolik, who is the Fernsehdirektor, the head of the television at BR at Bayerischer Rundfunk. Hallo, Herr Dr. Skolik.
Hello and good evening to everybody.
Of course, first of all, we would like to know, how is everybody doing? How is work at Bavarian Broadcast during Corona times?
Like many broadcasters, Bayerischer Rundfunk had also to face several major challenges. Many important television events were cancelled, and we had to do rescheduling our program every day, every hour. So it was a very hard time for us. On the other hand, I was excited how the whole staff, presenters, journalists, and everybody managed the whole problems, the whole crisis, while mostly working from home. And also as a result, I have to say we invented new programs, new television shows, so it was also a good challenge for our programs.
As I've mentioned, this is the main competition. It's 10,000 euros for the best international documentary. What motivates the Bayerischer Rundfunk to be such a long-time friend, partner of DOK.fest?
First of all, I want to express my sincere congratulations to Daniel Sponsel and the whole DOK.fest team. You decide between the cancellation of the whole festival and redesigning it, and you decided for the harder way, for redesigning it so we can meet this evening in this virtual movie theater. And I think it was a very good and the best option you could choose, and my congratulations to you all. We are all united in the same passion for documentaries. We love to bring the most relevant, touching and thrilling films to the public. And I'd love to see the audience now in front of me in a movie theater, but as we are forced to keep distance from each other, I consider this idea of an online festival, as I said before, is also very inspiring.
So a big thank you to Bayerischer Rundfunk. Absolutely. And now we would like to
welcome our jury.
Make our Zoom meeting a bit bigger.
Exactly. So welcome Denise Bucher. She's the representative of our jury this year, the international jury. Hello, welcome Denise.
Hi, good evening.
And you weren't alone making these decisions? You were three?
No, I wasn't.
And now, regarding your jury duty, what experience, what was it like, especially since you as a jury's members were split apart through all over the world and all continents, basically? So how was it this year?
It was weird. Usually we meet at the festival and we watch movies in the cinema, and now we have been watching movies at home, everybody at their own pace. But we've had very interesting and lively discussions, and it was fun anyway. So it works very well. It works surprisingly well, actually, such an online festival. But I really miss the cinema.
Yeah, we all do, of course. And here are the 14 films that were nominated for the DOK International at DOK.fest at home. And we see a little short clip of the top 3 you chose.
Nu voi să duceți acasă? Nu. Unde mergem? Mai auzi? Scuzătoare. Mare rămâne? Georgiana, dacă toată nața mai bine am arăt cu suntem pe aici.
Wir unterhalten uns nur hier.
Da ist so ein schmaler Wasch.
Ja, ich filme.
Ja, wir filmen. Ist alles,
Wie bist du das?
ist alles in Ordnung, ja.
Mensch, die habe ich schon nicht, so geht man immer weg. Dann ist mehr in Ordnung. Wenn ihr weg seid, ist es besser in Ordnung.
Ja. Wir kommen euch gleich besuchen, wir lassen uns eben zu Ende.
Ja, du warst schon Jahr und
Ja, ja.
Früher hast du uns öfter besucht.
Ja.
Weiß nicht mehr, nicht?
Ganz früher, ja.
Ja, ganz früher,
Ja,
ja.
ja.
És nekem most itt mit kell mondanom?
A tőmondatokból tudod, ami eszembe.
Jaj.
And now the magic moment is about to happen. We want to ask, of course, the prize donor who always gets the honor to tell us, Dr. Rainer Skolik, who wins this beautiful award and who made the best international documentary.
The winner is A Casa, My Home by Radu Čorničuk. Congratulations.
And of course, we also called the director and told him that he made obviously the best international documentary, and this is how he reacted.
A Casa, My Home, just won our main competition.
Oh my goodness, Jesus Christ. I have goosebumps. Jesus Christ, that's such an amazing news. Thank you so much. This is
You're welcome.
this is truly special. Jesus. Well, yeah, someone's gonna be really happier than me even. That's my partner who's right. This is yeah. I'm a filmmaker, so I'm not very good with words. So I'm gonna probably express my gratitude and happiness with a good shot. I'm gonna send you at one point. So thank you.
And of course, we would love to welcome him also now live with us. And he's not alone, but first of all, I would like to welcome the director, Radu Čorničuk. I pronounced his name wrong and he's gonna be mad at me, but hi Radu.
I wasn't mad. I'm you can say my name however in this particular context.
Yeah, when you win a prize, you're not that picky. I understand.
I don't care.
And please introduce your team, because we have two other lovely members of the A Casa film crew.
Sure, we have Monica Lazuran Gorgan, which is the main producer for the film, and we have Umit Uldag, the German co-producer.
Radu and your crew, you would like to know what made the jury pick this film, so we would love to hear the jury statement beneath.
Yeah, we decided to award a film that spent time with its protagonists to gain an intimacy rarely seen in film. It's the story of a family living on the outskirts of society. The film touches on issues so relevant to our current moment, like gentrification, environmental preservation, and urban development. The director creates a filmic and journalistic narrative that shows how life can fall apart when we lose our connection to nature and to ourselves. The microcosm of the Roma family stands paradigmatically for all the crises we live through, and thus foreshadows the global catastrophe.
Thank you very much. So congratulations, Radu.
Well, thank you. Yeah. I have goosebumps, and this is such a. I'm really grateful for this. So thanks again for making this happen. I know it's been maybe twice as hard to organize this than you know, an offline event. So
it wasn't this easy. But Radu, tell us about the film. I mean, you're an investigative journalist and started that story as a report, more or less. And then how did it become a documentary film?
Well, we and when I say we, my partner and the screenwriter for the film, Lina Ptovoi, we just went to this abandoned garbage dump in the middle of Bucharest 4 years ago to make a reportage about how the government was just about to transform the whole place into a natural reservation. And you know, for any city, this was an amazing news. And we just wanted to see what's going to happen to that place. And Vaguely, we knew of this family that was living there for the last 20 years, but we weren't sure that they're still there. So when we went just to document how the excavators came and started to clean the place, we saw the kids running almost naked with their skin burned by sun and their weird looking hair, and we just approached them and they introduced us to their father, and that's how it all started. But maybe it was half a year into the research when we decided to go for a full-length documentary, because the things that we were seeing and the amazing and fascinating relationship that the kids had with nature was something that the report couldn't show. It was too limitative, let's say.
Yeah.
So we went for the real the real thing, and 4 years later, with the help of our of course producers, Monica was with this film, and it wasn't an easy film to produce, I have to admit, and of course the editor, who did wonders in the last 2 years of editing, of a lot of hours of material. That kind of intimacy you don't get if you don't spend time and patience, and that means sometimes it means you have a lot of research material. So thanks to our editor, we managed to make sense.
Yeah. Can you tell us, I mean, that's a question for the producers. Did you trust in Radu at the very beginning, for someone who hasn't done a feature-length documentary film? Were you sure that this would work?
Yes, definitely yes, because he was very serious, very into it, very passionate about the topic. And on top of that, he was building, before approaching me, he was already building this experimental project, social project. Yeah. And he gathers doctors, sociologists, anthropologists, all kind of people who held the family, who held the transition of the family. And he was preparing like events, Radu, asking kids, for example, to take photos with analog camera. These kids and then doing exhibition with the photos of the kids. So Radu was involving a lot. He took out a book that was awarded in Romania. So the project was already new and prepared on these different layers. So it was not that hard to produce it, actually, for me, because it was already well prepared before me.
How's the family doing?
Is it a question for me?
Maybe, yes.
Yeah, okay. Anyone can can answer, but the family is fine. Again, with the help of Monica and our team, we managed to raise the funds to buy them a piece of land and a little house, just 20 minutes away from the Delta, where they live. And I mean, the parents are very obviously, after this intense adventure in the city, they were really longing for a piece of like for quiet and I don't know, they're happy. The kids are involved in a lot of activities, like educational activities. There are still a lot of volunteers around them, so they do weekend schools. They all go to school now, and they're doing most of them are doing really good. I don't know. Vali, or one of the main characters, has a son, and he's all well and healthy. He sent me pictures of him yesterday, and we were we were just laughing about, you know, how he's 20 and he, like, since his boy was born, his whole life was, you know, turned upside down, but he really enjoys it, and he's the most responsible 20-year-old I know. And I think it's in many aspects there's a lot of positive things going on in the family's life right now. And I say this knowing the alternative would have been a bit darker if these people around them wouldn't have helped.
Thank you very much to everybody. Congratulations to Akasa, to this very, very wonderful film. Thank you for the jury. Thank you for your duty. So thank you, Denise, and say hi to everybody else.
I will. Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Denise.
Best wishes to everybody, and a big thank you to the prize donor, to Bayerischer Rundfunk, to Dr. Reinhard Skolik. So I hope you have a great party.
Cât acolo la cămin să mâncăm mâncare de 100 de ani. Că asta Dumnezeu le-a zis. Venit?
N-aveți intrat în casă.
Nu ar fi așa?
Hai, faci tu ciupulitul. Și tu ciupulitul. Ce?
Cine văd?
Trebuie să vină protecție încoace cu poliție. Hai, du-ți.
Cine să vină?
Un om cu mașina.
Das ist das Ende dieser Preisverleihung. Das heißt aber nicht, dass wir mit unseren Preisen schon komplett am Ende sind. Der Bayerische Rundfunk stiftet ja noch einen weiteren Preis, und zwar den Kino-Publikumspreis zusammen mit Dreisat. Und da können Sie abstimmen. Bis wann?
Das Ganze geht noch bis den Freitag, 22. bis zur Mittagszeit. Und am Abend gibt es dann die Preisverleihung live aus dem Kino um 20 Uhr.
Dann sehen wir uns da zumindest als Zuschauer wieder. Wir gucken auf jeden Fall zu. Vielen herzlichen Dank, dass Sie mit dabei waren, und wir wünschen jetzt eine gute Nacht.